Welcome back. You're here with Get Prepped or Get Wrecked. Today we're gonna do some reading practice. Pretty excited because I'm actually probably the best with reading. Probably the best with reading. Writing is a close second, and then you got the math, and I know some math. So let's go ahead and do this. I really want to be taking about 13 minutes on each reading passage. The first reading passage on the SAT is always going to be a literature passage. So we have this literature passage right here. So I'm gonna start this timer, quickly read through this, and then answer the questions. Ready, set, go. This passage is from Lydia Minatoya, The Strangeness of Beauty, 1999 by Lydia Minatoya. The setting is Japan. In 1920, Chai and her daughter Naomi are members of the House of Fuji, a noble family. So we got our first characters here, Chai, daughter Naomi, members of a noble family. I'm already gonna lose time here because I need to change this to a. There we go. All right. Akira, don't know this is came directly breaking all tradition. Was that it? Had he followed form? Had he asked his mother to speak with his father to approach a go-between? Would Chai have been more receptive? So Akira broke tradition. It's a little weird for me. I'm not used to doing this on a computer or reading out loud. Oh, just realized that's gonna happen. Okay, well, no underlining then. All right. He came on Winter's Eve. He pounded on the door while a cold rain beat on the shuttered veranda. So at first, Chai thought him only to win. The maid knew better. Chai and her soft, scuffling footsteps, the creak of the door. Then the maid brought a calling card to the drawing room for Chai. Chai was reluctant to go to her guest. Perhaps she was feeling too cozy. She and Naomi were reading at a low table atop a charcoal bazaar. So hold on one second. Let me try to take some notes like this. I usually like to take notes when I'm doing this. Naomi is the daughter. Akira, breaking traditions. Chai, the mother. Oh, yeah, that should do. All right. A thick quilt spread over the sides of the table, so their legs were tucked inside with the heat. Who is it at this hour in this weather? Chai questioned as she picked the name card off the maid Laqueer tray. She and Noda, Akira, Kobe, Dental College, she read. Naomi recognized the name. Chai heard a soft intake of air. I think you should go, said Naomi. Oh, some text, that's why. Akira was waiting in the entry. He was in his early 20s, slim and serious, wearing the black military style uniform of a student. As he bowed, his hands hanging straight down, a black cap in one, a yellow oil paper umbrella in the other, Chai glanced beyond him. So we have, yeah, Akira apparently coming to these people's houses or these people's house. Let's say Chai's house. Let's see. Chai glanced beyond him. Madame said to Akira, forgive my disruption, but I come with a matter of urgency. His voice was soft, refined. He straightened and stole a deferential peek at her face, so deferential, respectful. And in a dim light, his eyes shone with sincerity. Chai felt herself starting to like him. All right. Chai likes Akira. Keep thinking Akira's a girl, but Akira's actually the guy. Okay. I just know a woman named Akira. Let's see. Come inside. Get out of this nasty night. Surely your business can wait for a moment or two. I don't want to trouble you. Normally, I would approach you more properly, but I've received word of a position. I have an opportunity to go to America as dentist for Seattle's Japanese community. Congratulations, Chai said with amusement. That is an opportunity, I'm sure, but how am I involved? Okay. So, Kara can go overseas to get this new job. Even noting Naomi's breathless reaction to the name card, Chai had no idea. Akira's message, delivered like a formal speech, filled her with maternal amusement. You know how children speak so earnestly, so hurriedly, so endearingly about things that have no importance in an adult's mind. That's how she viewed him as a child. Is this more? Okay. Oh gosh. It was how she viewed Naomi, even though Naomi was 18 and training endlessly in the arts needed to make a good marriage. Chai had made no effort to find her a husband. Okay. Akira blushed. Depending on your response, I may stay in Japan. I've come to ask for Naomi's hand. Suddenly, Chai felt the dampness of the night. Does Naomi know anything of your ambitions? We have an understanding. Please don't judge my candidacy by the unseemliness of this proposal. I asked directly because of the use of a go-between takes too much time. So Akira's in a rush. She's got this new job. Either method comes down to the same thing, a matter of parental approval. If you give your consent, I become Naomi's Yoshi. We'll see what that means. Yoshi, a man who marries a woman of higher status and takes her family's name. Okay. Will live in the house of Fuji. Without your consent, I must go to America to secure a new home for my bride. Eager to make his point, he'd been looking her full in the face. Abruptly, his voice turned gentle. I see I've startled you. My humble apologies. I'll take no more of your evening. My address is on my card. If you don't wish to contact me, I'll reproach you in 2 weeks' time. Until then, good night. He bowed and left, taking her taking her ease with effortless grace like a cat making off with a fish. Mother, Chai heard Naomi's low voice and turned from the door. He has asked you? Question mark. The sight of Naomi's clear eyes, her dark brows, gave Chai strength. Maybe his hopes were preposterous. Where did you meet such a fellow? Imagine he thinks he can marry the Fuji heir and take her to America all in a snap of his fingers. Chai waited for Naomi's ripe laughter. Naomi was silent. She stood a full half minute looking straight into Chai's eyes. Finally, she spoke. I met him at my literary meeting. Naomi turned to go back into the house, then stopped. Mother, yes, I mean, I have him. Okay, so Naomi's on board. All right, we don't know if Chai's on board, but Naomi's on board, and we know Chai likes Akira. Naomi is on board. This took a bit too long just because I'm typing and whatnot. All right. Which choice best describes what happens in the passage? So on a reading test, we want to generally just use process elimination. One character argues with another character who intrudes on her home. No arguing here. One character receives a surprising request from another character. Possible. C. One character reminisces about the choices she had made over the years. Nope. D. One character criticizes another character for pursuing an unexpected course of action. No criticizing going on here. We're gonna pick B for number one. Let's keep moving. Two. Which choice best describes the developmental pattern of the passage? A careful analysis of a traditional practice. B, a detailed depiction of a meaningful encounter, possibly because it was a meaningful encounter. He's asking her to marry him. Depiction, right? Telling you how it happened. C, a definitive response to a series of questions. There was only one question. Can I have your daughter? D, a cheerful recounting of an amusing anecdote. It seemed pretty high stakes to me, especially for Kira. So I like B. Sorry. Yeah, not really cheerful, more high stakes, more nerve wracking. So two, I like B. Let's go with B. Let's keep moving. Three, as used in line 1 and 65, directly most nearly means. So we're gonna use a blind substitution strategy here. Let's see. Akira came directly, breaking all tradition. Was that it? Had he followed form? Had he asked his mother to go to his father to approach a go-between? Which I have been more receptive. So he came directly, he broke all tradition, and had he asked his mother to speak to his father to approach a go-between, which I have been more receptive. So he didn't go with the go-between. I'm guessing that means he just went directly to them. So yeah, and we know from the story that he went directly to her house himself. He didn't have anybody do his work for him. So directly is probably going to be himself or without help. Let's see. We're going to pick the closest thing to without help, without mediation. We like C for 3. Running out of time here. What reaction does Akira most fear from Chai? Ah, man. Hopefully this is a paired question. All right, perfect. So it's either going to be on line 33, line 49, line 63, or line 71. 33, 49, 63, or 71. Forgive my disruption, but I come with a matter of urgency. His voice was soft, refined. He straightened and stole a differential peek at her face. No. 63. We have an understanding. Please don't judge my candidacy by the unseemliness of this proposal. So it seems like he's fearing a negative reaction, right? So he knows how this must look to her, and he keeps apologizing. So I like that one right there. Let's check the other ones, 71 through 72. Eager to make his point, he had been staring her straight in the face. It wasn't that one. 49 through 51. You know how children speak so earnestly. So yeah, he fears some type of negative reaction to his what he's doing. She will underestimate the sincerity of his emotions. No, she will consider his unscheduled visit an imposition. Probably not. She will consider his proposal inappropriate. Yes, and she will mistake his earnestness for immaturity. Like A here for 4. And I like C for 5. I'm not gonna finish this on time. Just because the computer is slowing me down a bit. Used to doing this on paper, 63 to 64. I just want to check that one. All right, 6. In a passage, Akira addresses Chai with affection. So he doesn't address the mother with affection. He addresses over to respect. Objectivity, but not complete impartiality. Maybe. Amusement, but not mocking disparagement. So no, he wasn't amused. Respect, but not utter deference. So yeah, he addressed her with respect because he was bowing as he left and he kept apologizing. But he did not use a go-between. So we're gonna go with D for number 6. Trying to beat this timer here. 7. I'm not gonna beat it. The main purpose of the first paragraph is to so remember Chai was thinking about what he did in that first paragraph. So that one's gonna be D, right? He was like, had he done ABC, would it have gone better? All right. As used in line 2, form most nearly means nature, structure, custom, appearance. I already know this one is custom because this whole passage was about custom. 9, why does Akira say his meeting with Chai is a matter of urgency? Because he got a new job. And 10, I'm gonna guess C. I'm gonna guess C for 10. I'm gonna guess C. It's probably around there. All right, cool. We finished on time. All right, so let's go back and talk about a few of these. That was fun. All right, so didn't talk about 7. So the main purpose of the first paragraph is to. So if we come back here and we look, Akira came directly breaking all tradition. Was that it? Had he followed form? Had he asked his mother to speak to his father to approach a go-between? Would Chai have been more receptive? So he's wondering if he did the right thing. Like, if you're a guy and you ever ask a girl out, man, you already know how just the thoughts run through your head afterwards. So I'm sure you all can relate to that. So 7 is definitely D. He's analyzing the reaction of what happened. 2, as used in line 2, form most nearly means. So this entire passage was about Japan's culture and the way they get married, but had he followed form, right? So had he followed what is normally done, and the entire time he is he is apologizing to Chai, Naomi's mom, for not following form like they usually do in Japan, I guess. So yes, custom for 8. 9, why does Akira say his meeting with Chai is a matter of urgency? Akira can go overseas to get this new job. He is a Russian, has to give an answer ASAP. So see, because I was taking the notes over here, I was actually able to answer number 9 really quickly. So that's just a hint right there, right? You always want to just be taking notes, marking up the passage. Had I've been able to take better notes with this computer, could have did this a lot faster, but still got it done within 13 minutes. So anyway, let's go to line 32. Why does he say it's a matter of urgency? Normally, I would approach you more properly, but I've received word of a position. I have an opportunity to go to America as a dentist for Seattle's Japanese company. So that's why he has to hurry up. And that means I got number 10 wrong because that was line 40. And I said 10. I think I said C for 10 as a guess, but yeah, it's actually B. Yep. Normally I would approach it more properly, but I received word of a position. All right. So that's that. We can check these answers somehow. I'll let you guys check. I'm about done for the day. Get prepped to get wrecked here. So, just as a quick summary, you want to mark up the passage when you can. You want to make sure that every answer choice that you pick, it comes from somewhere in the passage. You don't want to just be making things up here. You don't want to be just putting things in your own head. Make it come from the passage. For this one, right? The main point of this passage, or the thing this passage talked about the most, was just custom in Japan, right? Easy one there, easy points there. Yeah, that's it. I'll be back with more videos and I'll catch you guys later. Get prepped to get wrecked out.